Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new over here, my name is Nora and today we are going to be designing a small shopping strip on Pokopia. I was planning to do a third building in this build today, but I ran out of resources. I have been working on this for about 2 days now, and I actually had to take some of my resources from a different build in order to kind of create this idea today. But the goal for this city is to kind of make it feel like it's on an island. I'm planning to do some terraforming and eventually expand maybe some bridges onto the city as well. But we're going to get started on the city entrance today and then also on a shopping strip. I'm also not sure how I'm going to approach turning electricity on in this city because it's literally in the water and it's really hard to terraform in the water just in general. So if y'all have any ideas for this, please let me know. But to get started on the city entrance, I will be working about 16 tiles out into the ocean. I'm actually working near Pallet Town right now, so we're going to be working 16 tiles out from that location. And eventually we're going to make a octagon shape, and that's going to be like this really nice little park area. I really want to incorporate the ocean water into the build. And then eventually this park area is going to have some steps that lead up to our first little shopping strip. But the first block I'm using is the stone tiling. This is a crafting recipe. I think you get it rather early in the game. It's a really easy recipe to make and I feel like it goes with everything. So I'm going to be using this for my base road pathways as well as the marble pathway, just to kind of break it up a little bit. To create the octagon shape, I'm going to be doing 4 tiles angled and then 6 straight before the next set of 4. If you need the dimensions again, I will have them in the pinned comment as well. But let's go ahead and finish mapping out our centerpiece for this park area, and then we'll get started on the next portion of the build. So now the centerpiece is pretty much mapped out. I did go back and do a different colored version of the stone tiling around it. I thought the white color kind of broke up all the gray and just kind of defined the area a little bit better. And now I'm just going to go and decorate the fountain area, and then we're going to start on our next transition spot, which is going to lead up to the shopping strip. So now that I'm done with the other location, it's time to start mapping out our first transition area, and this is going to be a staircase, and I want to do a L shape with it. This is also where I'll be starting to map out the base of our town leading up to the shopping strip, so please ignore the fact that some of this is going to be floating in the air. I do plan to come back and blend it out with different terraform pieces and greenery, but I didn't have enough resources today to do that. But let's go ahead and finish up the transitional spot, and I'll see y'all in a couple of minutes when we start our shopping strip. Alright friends, so the first building is going to be 8 by 8, and we're going to be using the hardwood flooring block and also the brick block that's recolored to gray. And then the walls to our building will be the painted wall block. So that's going to be the really nice white coastal looking wall that you'll see later on. So I'm just popping in real fast to say that I decided last minute to shrink this down to 8 by 7. This is completely optional. You can keep this 8 by 8 if you want to still, but I didn't like how the roof was looking, so I decided to shrink this down by 1 tile as a personal preference. But let's go ahead and finish up build number 1. That way we can start on the second building in a couple of minutes. So now that we have finished our first building, we're going to go ahead and start on the second one. And this one is going to be a little bit smaller. It's going to be 8x6. If you wanted to keep this 8x8 as well, you totally could. But I wanted to kind of offset the dimension a little bit just to add a little bit more realism. And lastly, the blocks that I'm using for the second building are going to be the modern wall, which is like this cobblestone looking block. And then we're going to do the painted wall again, but this is going to be on the second level, and then the wooden floor. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get this last building finished up, and I'll see you at the end of the video for a walkthrough and also how I decorated the buildings as well. Alright friends, so this was it for today's video and how I decorated the buildings, and of course I hope that everything today brought you some much needed inspiration. I still don't have enough items to decorate the upstairs, but I hope the concept and ideas really inspired you, and let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Also, as we near the end of today's video, I wanted to give a huge thank you to my recent Coffee and Throne supporters as well as my channel members. Thank y'all so much again for making content like today possible on my channel, and thank you so much for your continued support as well. Lastly, if you're new to my channel, welcome over. I post videos every single week, so consider subscribing for more content like this in the future. But that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a horrible day and see you soon.